The NFL has to veto the Chiefs trade for DeAndre Hopkins because this trade is not good for the competitive balance of the NFL. The Chiefs are making it way too easy now. They already are undefeated with Patrick Mahomes playing crappy football. The dude has 6 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. He got his best receiver injured, and despite him not playing good football, the Chiefs still can't be beat. This team does not need DeAndre Hopkins. They should not be allowed to get one of the best receivers to ever play this game for only a 5th, 4th round pick. They should at least be required to give up a 2nd or 1st round pick for this dude because their team is already stacked. With the Chiefs having DeAndre Hopkins, they ruined the NFL's competitive balance because there is no reason to watch the rest of the regular season. They might as well cancel it and just go ahead and hand them the Lombardi trophy. Ask them when they want it. Do they want the trophy now, or do you want them to save it for later for the award ceremony after they win another Super Bowl? Because at this point, it's just utterly ridiculous how easy the Chiefs keep dominating the NFL. Nobody's able to step up to the plate, and it's making the NFL unwatchable. And you can say that I'm hating on Kansas City, I'm being a crybaby all you want to, but nobody wants to watch your product where you already know the final outcome. And I know that the games have to be played on the field. You never know what can happen in the NFL. But let's just be honest. Nobody is stopping the Chiefs from three-peating this year. They got an easy path to do it because who in the AFC right now do you have legitimate confidence can stop this team now that they have D-Hop? The only thing that gave the AFC a little bit of hope that KC won't make it back to the Super Bowl for the 3rd straight time was the fact that they had a huge hole at wide receiver with the injuries to Rashee Rice and Hollywood Brown. That was the only thing that didn't make them lock the three-peat. Now you give them the superstar that is D-Hop, and please don't say that he is washed. He's not washed. The reason why his stats have been down is because Will Levis is a shitty quarterback. With Patrick Mahomes, he's going to put out outstanding numbers. The Chiefs trade for DeAndre Hopkins needs to be vetoed. This is not good for the NFL to have a team this dominant. You need some parity in the league. And the Chiefs aren't giving us that. Nobody wants to keep seeing these boys in the Super Bowl every single year other than their fans. And I don't hate Kansas City. I have nothing against this franchise, but we need something different. The NFL can't allow this to happen. And you may say that it's unethical for the NFL to veto this trade, but the Lakers did it a decade ago when they had Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, and a couple of other folks. They tried to trade for Chris Paul, and the league vetoed that trade. The Chiefs are just too good right now. You got to find a way to bring these boys back down to earth a little bit. And the way to do so is by vetoing this trade for DeAndre Hopkins because it shouldn't be allowed to happen. Just because the Tennessee Titans are idiots doesn't mean that the rest of the NFL needs to suffer from their stupidity. This is the same franchise that traded away A.J. Brown because they didn't want to pay him, and they replaced him with the bust that is Treylon Burks. They thought that Will Levis had the potential to be a franchise quarterback, and look how bad this dude has been. The only thing good about Will Levis is his mayonnaise commercials. That's it. We are allowing this idiotic franchise and the Tennessee Titans to ruin the rest of this season. We can't allow this to happen. The Titans could have traded this fool to any other team in the league, not named the Chiefs. Why did they think it was a good idea to ruin the NFL's competitive balance this way? This is not good for the rest of the league because you can't keep expecting people to tune into these games, to tune into the playoff matchups, to tune into the Super Bowl every year when they know the Chiefs are going to win it. It's not a good product when you got one team just dominating everybody and doing it with ease. How is it that Mahomes plays the worst football of his career with no good receivers, the offensive line in disarray, and yet this team is still somehow undefeated? This is not good for the future of the NFL. At this point, we might as well give the Chiefs 10 of the next Super Bowls already. Because we already know they're going to win it. Mahomes can't be beat. Lamar can't stop him. Josh Allen can't stop him. Joe Burrow, you don't even know if he's going to be in position to stop him. Joe Burrow is our only hope. We got to hope that the Patrick Mahomes stopper can stop this dude once again when it matters the most in the postseason. Because if it wasn't for Joe Burrow, Mahomes probably will already have, what, about 5 Super Bowls right now? We can't allow him to catch Brady. You see, the thing about Brady's championships is that he didn't win all of them at once. He wasn't going to the Super Bowl back to back to back to back to back like Patrick Mahomes was. You know, they won a few Super Bowls early in Tom Brady's career, and then they didn't make it back for a while. And then on the tail end of his career, they were winning it again, and he won it again in Tampa Bay. But with the Kansas City Chiefs, man, it's just too easy for them. Just way too easy. It's like they're playing franchise mode on rookie difficulty with the rest of the league playing on all Madden. This is insanity that they can just get DeAndre Hopkins for such a steal because of the idiotic organization that the Tennessee Titans are. They fired Mike Vrabel, a very good coach, and they are 1-5 right now. They would not be 1-5 if Mike Vrabel was still their head coach. We can allow the stupidity of the Titans to ruin the NFL's competitive balance. We have to do something about this. Mahomes is sucking right now, and they still can't lose. It's like they got some cheat codes or something. The NFL has to step in and veto this trade if they care about the league and they want it to continue to grow. Every single year, the NFL has record viewership. You're not going to continue that trend if everybody already knows who's going to win it all before the season starts, because there is no reason to tune into the games. Y'all can say I'm crying, I'm making too big of a fuss over this, but listen, I love the NFL. I've been watching this game for a very long time. And what the Chiefs are doing right now is not good for the sport. It's not. Nobody wants to keep seeing the same damn team win it all every single year. You might as well go ahead and give them the Lombardi right now. There is no point to play out the rest of the season because nobody is going to stop Kansas City now that they have DeAndre Hopkins. With them having a gaping hole at receiver, that was the only thing that leveled out the playing field. Now you give them a future first ballot Hall of Famer. What do you think's going to happen? Of course they're going to win their 3rd straight Super Bowl. Of course they're going to cap off the 3P. Come on, man. We can't allow this to happen. The NFL, if you care about the consumers and you care about your product and you care about these record-breaking ratings that you continue to bring in annually, you will veto this trade because it's unfair.